I've been saying it for like 2 months now. Jingliu is going to be broken when she comes out. And now that we finally see her constellations and the numbers on her skills and what she does, her entire kit, I gotta say, this character, I was right. She is going to be the most broken character in Star Rail when she comes out, and it might take a while for her to get power crept. As of right now, everyone's thinking that Inhibitor Lune is like God tier. She's going to be on that level, if not higher than Inhibitor Lune. Her single target damage and splash damage is going to be absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to go over her kit for you guys and let you guys know why she's going to be absolutely broken. And I'll also be doing a future video probably tomorrow on, for free to play, which one is better to pull. Should you pull for Topaz as a free to play or Jingliu? We'll get into that in another video. Today, I just want to talk about why Jingliu is going to be so absolutely busted. First, let's talk about her talent. All right, look at this. When Jingliu has 2 stacks of Syzygy, I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's pretty much a stack that she gets from using her E ability and her ultimate, and she gets stacks of these, okay? So she enters the spectral transmigration state. It's what you saw in the live stream when she enters that state where she can only use her skill ability and not basic attack. Her actions get advanced by 100%, and her crit rate gets increased by 50%. Jingliu then gains and can only use the following skill, which is her E skill. When Jingliu uses an attack in a spectral transmigration state, she consumes HP from all her other allies, equal to 4% of their respective max HP. This cannot reduce allies' HP to lower than 1. Jingliu's attack increased based on 540% of the total HP consumed and all allies in this instance. Capped at 180% of her base attack until the current attack ends. Syzygy can stack up to 3 times, and when Syzygy stacks become 0, Jingliu exits the transmigration state. Bro, if you have Blade, you have Bushwan, and you have Locha, and they're all built correctly, they should have a fuck ton of HP, okay? Honestly, if you don't have Locha and you have Bailu, this also works with her too because she has a very high HP healer. If you have those units, which they should be ranging from at least 7.5 to 10k HP, especially Bushwan. Blade, I know a lot of people have around the 7 to 8k mark, and same thing with Locha is a little bit higher. You want a little bit of energy recharge with him. But dude, if you have that team, she's going to be taking so much HP from them because they have so much HP, and 4% of their HP is just going to be absolutely insane. She's going to be critting all the time. So you're pretty much just going to build her with a crit damage chest and probably an energy recharge chain so she can get her ult to get into this state faster. And you're just going to be doing so much fucking damage, dude. Just to show right here, right, her Transcendent Flash, which is her skill, and when she's in that state, she deals 250% of her attack to a single enemy, and then deals ice damage equal to 125% of her attack to adjacent enemies, and that consumes 1 stack. Now, there is a Eidolon here, right? A constellation, if you want to call it that. There's Eidolon here, just for E1, right? Listen to how broken this is. When using her ultimate or enhanced skill, Jingliu's crit damage increased by 24% for 1 turn. Already broken because of her automatic crit constantly. Then, if only 1 enemy target is attacked, so this is why I said she's a boss killer, only 1 enemy target is attacked, the damage originally that was intended for adjacent targets will also be calculated against the current target, dealing ice damage equal to 100% of the damage the adjacent targets would have received. So let me put it into a mathematical equation for you, right? So 125% of the attack is what they would have received here, right? This is at level 10, of course, right? If you get more dupes, then it gets higher, but 10 is the highest you can get without any dupes, right? Or without E3 and E5. But 125%, so that's 250%. Let's just use an easy number. 10,000 damage, right? If she was to do 10,000 damage to each adjacent enemy from the main target, that is 25,000 damage. Now, it says here on her, just her E1, that from that 25,000 damage, 100% of that damage is going to be calculated towards the target. So you're going to be dealing one. I hope that I'm reading this correctly and understanding this correctly. 100% of the damage the adjacent targets would have received. So that 25,000 damage that was going to go on the adjacent units are going to go on the main target. That is fucking busted, man. So just picture you do like 30,000 to the main and then like, you know, 15,000 on the adjacent units. That is going to be so much damage, dude. That's so crazy. And then even her E2 is really broken. After using ultimate, increases the damage of the next enhanced skill by 80%. And then another broken one. Like, I'm probably not going to bring her to E4. I think I'm going to get her to E3. And then if I get lucky, then I'll get more. But I'm aiming for at least E3, E2, E3. But her E4, dude, while in spectral transmigration state, the attack obtained from the allies' HP is increased by 90% of the total HP that has been consumed by the entire team. So again, I'm just going to use an easy number here. If you steal 1,000 HP from your allies, which is going to be kind of ridiculous because it's only 4% of each unit, but if you stole 1,000 HP from your allies, that would mean that you would get another 900 damage. So instead of 1,000 HP, it'd be 1,900 HP, which is broken. So that makes you do even more damage. And then it says the cap for attack increase in this way is increases by 30%. So 30% is the cap here. And then like her E6, bruh, when she's in her enhanced state, she gets 50% more crit damage. And then of course, when Jingliu enters the spectral transmigration state, obtain 1 stack of Syzygy. So that means she's going to be that much closer to getting her enhanced form even faster, which is absolutely insane. I'm gonna leave these on the screen here. Make sure you guys are farming these out right now if you're already preparing for Jingliu, and start farming her relics. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what this site is telling you to do, but I, for like the last 3 weeks already, have been farming Frost. Frost seems the best for her, and then the ornament from the World 7, the new one that gives you like the enhanced skill damage and basic attack damage and the crit rate. I think that is the best for her. Let me scroll down here. They might say the same thing as well. Let me see. Oh, actually, let me take a look at her light cone. I haven't even looked at this. Increase the wearer's break effect by 20%. And when the wearer unleashes their ultimate, increases dot damage dealt by the wearer by 24%. Dot damage. Wait, does her skills put dots too? I'm confused by that. She doesn't have a dot unless she freezes, which is like only when she breaks, right? So I guess that's why you get the increased break effect here, to help you break better. And then when you do break, you do the freeze, which gives you more dot damage from the freeze. But that's, I don't know, that's kind of a weird light cone for her, I feel like maybe because she has so much crit and crit damage built on her kit that giving her any more would just be absolutely busted beyond belief. But okay, this seems kind of like, I'm gonna be honest, underwhelming for her. Maybe I'm just like not thinking, you know, properly about this. But honestly, she's just a damage dealer, so break effect, I don't really care for break effect on her or the dot damage. I don't know. But the good thing for this is defeating a target from the wearer's dot. Oh, actually, yeah, no, that's not good either. Defeating the target suffering from the wearer's dot allows the wearer to regenerate 4 energy. How low of a chance is that going to be for you to get dot damage, killing from dot damage? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I would not go with that. I'm going to be honest with you. Yeah, you're going to want to do let's just go on ahead. Yeah, crit damage. Yeah, same thing I was saying. Crit damage, attack percent, ice damage, and energy recharge. Yep, the same thing I said, because you want her to get her ult as fast as possible. Also, they are saying the same relics that I was saying. So full ice set, and then you're going to want to do Retulent Arena, which is the new one from World 7 that gives you crit rate 8%. And then if your crit rate is over 70% or higher, the wearer's basic attack and skill damage increases by 20%. That is actually a really broken team. Now, the reason I didn't say Bronya earlier is because I don't have Bronya. This is the only character in the game I do not have, because the game just wants to keep giving me Himiko and Welt on every 50-50, so, or Carla, which, you know, it's fine, but I would like a fucking Bronya Star Rail just one time, please. But yeah, Fushuan, Locha, and Bronya. I'm going to be probably using Ting Yun or Yukong here. And honestly, I think Locha is overkill. is you only need one or the other. I'll probably bring Blade, who also has a fuck ton of HP as well. Maybe, you know, Simulated Universe or Memory Chaos. This is actually a beyond fucking broken team. She's gonna be so good, especially. I think they're gonna start putting ice and, you know, weakness enemies towards the end of Memory Chaos now that we have more, that we're gonna have another ice damage dealer instead of just Yanjing. So hopefully we actually get to use her in the higher levels. I'm gonna give you guys 2 alternatives to her Lycone that you can possibly use. On the Fall of an Aeon, which is one you can get from, I believe, Herta Station, I believe is where you get this one. Yeah, Herta Store. So you can get this from Herta Store. I already bought it because I think this is what I'm gonna use. Whenever the wearer attacks, their attack is increased by 8% in this battle by up to 4 times. So right there, you'll be able to get a, what is that, a 36% attack increase when it stacks up to 4. That's really good. She is going to be attacking a lot. When the wearer inflicts weakness break on enemies, which she will be doing a lot because she is also going to be breaking pretty, you know, often, the wearer's damage increases by 12% for 2 turns. So that is a very good one on her. Also, Inhibitor Lunays, if you're like benching him for something and you want to use her instead, his is really good for her as well because it also gives an energy regeneration rate that stacks up to 2 times and attack increase. Very, very good. And also gives crit rate, like just base. So if you're trying to get over that 70% crit rate and you need more, that is a very good one to use. Now, if you don't have any of the 5 stars I mentioned, you want to just use 4 stars and you're very free to play and you don't even have the Herta one, or using that one on another one, or you're using the Aeon one on another character, I can give you guys, I think there's 2 here that would work for her. So Under the Blue Sky, I think, is probably going to be, you know, one of the better ones. Increases the wearer's attack without having to do anything by 16%. And when the wearer defeats an enemy, the wearer's crit rate gets increased by 12% for 3 turns. And then obviously if you have dupes, it goes even higher. Or you could also use the Mole Welcomes You. When the wearer uses basic attack, skill, or ultimate to attack the enemies, the wearer gains 1 stack of Mischievous, which each stack increases the wearer's attack by 12%. I don't know how many stacks you can get. I don't think there's that many. It doesn't say how many. I don't think it says in-game either. I don't think there's many stacks you can get. But that is a really good one. If you don't have either of those 2 and you have Secret Vow, you could use Secret Vow as well. Secret Vow is okay. Even Nowhere to Run if you have like nothing else to use. Like, it does give you a attack % increase, but then the second part of it is like whenever you defeat an enemy, you restore HP. That one's okay, but not really necessary on her. The other ones are definitely better because you get crit rate extra. You get crit rate on this one. And then this one is just like every time you use your skills, you get stacks of, you know, a buff that gives you multiple stacks of damage increase. And then the Secret Vow is okay too, because you also get an extra 20% of damage to enemies with higher HP than the wearer. So this is really good when she's fighting bosses, especially in Memory of Chaos or a Simulated Universe. Well, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I think she's going to be absolutely beyond busted. And I think we're going to see some numbers from her from Simulated Universe that are going to be absolutely insane. If you do Destruction and like, even in Swarm, if you do Swarm and you do like a Destruction, like a hybrid Destruction and Abundance build, or you do Abundance by itself, could even be good because you're getting the HP of your allies higher. Destruction as well would just absolutely destroy everything with her. Dude, she's going to be so much fun to play. I'm going to be honest, Topaz, I've seen her kit as well. I'll talk about that in a future video. Her kit seems a little underwhelming to me. She is really good for like, she is future proof because of like the follow-up thing. Her being able to increase the amount of credits you get. But man, her animations, besides her ultimate, are pretty lackluster to me for 5-star. I don't know, it's kind of unfortunate. Especially when like Himiko herself has like better animations and she's a standard banner 5-star character. I think Gotcha Smack also did a video on this as well, and pretty much shares the same sentiments that I have. And I'll talk about that in a future video, but for now, we're just talking about Jingliu. Keep your guys' eyes out for that other video. If you guys enjoyed this, hit the like button, subscribe if you have not already, and ring the notification bell to be notified for future videos. If you guys are going to pull for Jingliu, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you guys are saving for. If you're going to save for Jingliu, or you're going to get Topaz instead, because Topaz's banner is going to have Gwenfin. And make sure you guys are preparing for her release already by farming and pre-farming her gear. Thank you guys all so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video.